All right, this is today's 12 Weeks to Peak video for Wes Schaefer's accountability group. I want to talk about the value of identity, understanding identity, and using identity. There are a lot of people who get into sales roles and they just kind of take it on as a job because they don't know why they're there really, except maybe to make some money. Uh, there's a lot more to it and a lot more power available for you if you adopt the identity of somebody even just being helpful in your marketplace, in your niche, right? If you're selling fire safety equipment, right? I know every business, every big business that I've been involved in, I've been part of the safety committee or run the thing. And there's always once a year somebody who comes around to check the fire extinguishers and, make sure everything is working right. And the best ones have adopted the identity of being there to help keep everybody else safe, right? And I know safety is a big part of my makeup. It's part of my subconscious as a driver. And so it's very easy for me to get into that role, right? Adopt that part of my identity and bring it up front with clients, right? I want to make sure that you feel your decision is the safe one, it's the right one, that the path we're going down is right for you, and then I'm going to keep you safe too, in the decisions that we talk about that I help you come to a conclusion on. Um, so contrast that, right, with somebody, say, who was just out to like sell fire safety stuff. There's just, not, they're not interested in, they're not adopting that mantle of authority or of just a desire to help people, right? Instead, they're just going out there to try and push some product. And so we see this online too with coaches and trainers and stuff like that. The ones that adopt an identity, project an identity the best, tend to succeed the best. And this is not just storytelling. It has to be authentic. If you're not authentic and in alignment with this, it's going to be tough, right? So if you're in a sales role and you're feeling kind of like burnt out or in a slump, I recommend having a look at that identity, right? It's like, why am I showing up? Why am I showing up today? Is it to push product? Is it to try and get people involved with the offer and that's about it? Or do you have a deeper reason, an identity level reason for being here? And that will make you show up a lot more with a lot less effort, right? You won't have to fight yourself to get out there and get in front of prospects, right? Okay. I think I've talked about this enough. I cover this in a lot more depth in my Sales on Fire program, Module 3. That's the most recent stuff, because I discovered over the years just how important identity was. In fact, I really thought about whether I wanted to talk about this today or not, because it is sort of the secret stuff. It's not mechanical, right? This is conceptual. And sales at its heart is a conceptual process, not a technical process. If it was technical, if success was technical, we would just paint by number. 1, 2, 3, you win. It doesn't work that way. We all know we can't follow in somebody's footsteps and do exactly what they did and get exactly the same result. Life just doesn't seem to work that way. So the value of identity, have a look at it. Roll this around, right? It's not something that you just like instantly jump on unless you know yourself really well, and a lot of people don't, I find. But if you do know yourself well, or you do take the time to be introspective and find out, all right, what are my values and how can I line those values up with an identity that puts me at the forefront in this industry, whatever it is, right, that you're in, right? I'm going to be the best at helping people tell stories or branding, and why, right? Why are you doing this, right? For me, I've known, before I get out of here, that since the early 2000s, right, I helped the North Shore Gardens Society, North Shore Gardens contest, get a 4-page full color spread in the local newspaper. This was just before I ran for city council for the first time. And it was easy for me. It was easy for me to go promote it. It was easy for me to go ask the paper for it and get more than I even thought they would give. because I know that Jason Kanigan is about sharing and promoting good ideas, right? That's a part of my identity that I can get behind. I can broadcast good ideas, and I enjoy doing it. When I see a good idea, I want to jump on it and broadcast it, right? There's no thinking about it really, even. It's just part of my identity. I want to go do something with it. So look for that in yourself, right? And just noticing maybe, is that a reflection or some dirt? We'll see. Why would my microphone have dirt on it? Anyway, consider the value of identity and how you're using it in your sales role, and I'll see you tomorrow.